Everyone. So this week in Module 4, we're going to talk about two things. First, how school is organized. Every school in every district is going to be organized a little bit differently. So what I've done here is I've given you an organizational chart example from the school district of Beloit. So let's take a look at it. So for example, we see that everything is organized under the Board of Education, which is the superintendent. This is pretty common. For every school district, you're going to have a superintendent. And then things kind of funnel down from there. Now, this is all at the district level for the most part. So you'll see, for example, we have executive director of school leadership, for example, and then principals fall under that. You as the teacher then fall somewhere underneath that. You're also going to find a lot of the time you will have someone at the district that you also kind of work with. So whether that's a, coach in your area, like a math coach, science coach, or maybe it's a director of curriculum for secondary education or whatever it is. So here, for example, you see like director of instructional leadership, equity, STEM, and innovation. So we have an instructional leadership coordinator for science, coordinator, math, all of these kind of peter out across there. You're also then over here, you've got all your ELA folks, reading, you've got your individual instructional coaches over here. You have all your HR people. That's who you will deal with a lot of the times when you are dealing with your license, anything like that. So, there's not anything really here you have to study, but the goal here is just to kind of get an idea of how things work. So coming back over here, you'll notice that this week is pretty brief. And the reason for that is because there's a little bit more content this week. We're really starting to dive into the meat of education. So what you're going to find first is there's a curriculum and instruction reading. This is a chapter. You don't have to read every single word, but a couple things I want you to point out, right, is you really need to think about what curriculum is and what influences it. So there are some really great graphics in this chapter that I really like for the impact of curriculum and what completely impacts it. So you'll notice kind of things start out here and they move in and they move in. So the teacher's role, the learner's social status, the teacher's role within staff, traditions, all of that, that's kind of closest. Then out there, we have school policies, we have, student needs and interests, is the resources, teacher strengths and interests. That's really where we start to sculpt it. And then out of there, we have, political input, religious beliefs get inputted in, textbook publishers, what educational research, all of this. So it's just kind of something, I like this graphic to show you. So I'm not going to walk through all of this, but it basically talks about what influences curriculum and basically what goes into designing a program. So take a look at this. The other thing I want you to then is there's another video here. You'll see it here. It's about 7 minutes. It's a really great, informative. It's a narrated PowerPoint by Dr. Elizabeth King, who is another professor here at UW-Whitewater. She just did such a good job that I thought we would use it. And it basically takes you through content standards, curriculum, and how the two align, because you're going to have to become masters of this. So that's just a little overview of the week. Then after you look at those content, you're going to do a lesson observation. There will be another video on that. And then you're going to start to brainstorm your lesson that you're going to actually teach in this course. It's really exciting. So this week, I want you to start to brainstorm your discussion. In the discussion, you're going to get some feedback from peers. I'll give you feedback. And then, you can go and have that conversation with your cooperating teacher.